Hey guys, it's me, Ellie, aka Looks from the Crypt, and today I kind of want to just sit down and chat for a little bit. I wanted to kind of, celebrate something with you guys, for lack of better words. I find myself frequenting the sort of underground indie horror scene and then like the extreme underground. That's like kind of the shit that I'm paying attention to quite a bit. And I feel like in these circles, often there are certain creators that just create like a lot of buzz, and they're like kind of the, like, and by creators I mean like directors, production companies, etc. They're just some people that we kind of hear about all the time, and no disrespect to those people, because obviously people are talking about them for a reason, right? However, I think there are some people who are really fucking dope and really fucking sick, and they're doing really cool shit that I think everybody should be looking out for, that just kind of slip through the cracks, I guess, and don't get as much attention. However, today I kind of wanted to shine a spotlight on somebody who really impressed me this year, and that is Box Creep Films. So if getting into what is the absolute insanity and like silly goofiness of Box Creep Films sounds like fun to you, grab a drink, grab a snack, and keep on watching. So this will be spoiler free. I'm not going to really dive into each film individually. I'm just going to give you kind of like a general overview of what Box Creep Films is all about at this point in time. And what I have here is the, what is it called again? The Trilogy of Colors series. Has 3 films. Let's see if I can do this without fucking dying and dropping shit. I'm struggling. First one in the series is Color Space Blood Red. And then we have what was my favorite of the series, Vapor Green. And then lastly, what came out this year, which is the Blackheart Collectors Club. So first things first with addressing these films, which is that they are super low budget sci-fi horror flicks, which already is pretty unique because I feel like nobody's really doing sci-fi anymore. Low budget and sci-fi often really don't go hand in hand, at least not in my fucking world. But here it's so perfect. So I stumbled across these films because my friends here on YouTube that you probably already know, Herschel Gillis of Shock and Schlock and then Spooky Celluloid, they were really on about these. And then additionally, I saw on Letterboxd they had like fucking like less than 10 reviews each. So I was pretty interested in myself to figure out what the fuck is a Box Creep film and what is it all about. And if I'm being completely fucking transparent right now, I went into these films not thinking I was gonna have fun. And I was being kind of a bitch. Like, I went in this being like, I'm gonna fucking hate this, but I am giving it a chance for the homies. And I took the plunge and bought all 3 films during, I think it was like Halloween. Box Creep Films had like a sale on their website, and I was like, if I'm gonna do it, now might as well be the time. But then, here's the thing. I did not fucking regret my purchase. Not one bit. Not one bit. I really did have a good time with these, and I feel like these are the kind of movies, they don't sound like they should land with me, but they do. They are low budget sci-fi films. I say this like a lot on Letterboxd, but like they put their whole fucking pussy into these films, like straight up. Like I feel like just like the amount of like passion that absolutely fucking bleeds through on the screen, and then just like the amount of like care and like fun it seems like everybody's having really makes these. And like I said, they are really low budget sci-fi films. I really want to appreciate is that they're low budget, but they are so full of like care and passion. Like where they lacking money, they overcompensate in fucking love for their craft, and it really comes through on the screen. And that's like the kind of shit I really live for and love about like the underground. Sometimes they do have their limitations, but then they really like outdo themselves. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it spoiler free, but one thing I will say about Blackheart Collectors Club is that the director himself, he lit himself on fire for a shot, which is pretty fucking crazy. I just feel like they really lean into the low budget thing, if that makes sense. Like I feel like they try to make their movies funny, goofy, silly. Like in Color Space Blood Red, there is like a spaceship and it looks fucking insane. But it's like, damn, they really fucking did spend some... They took up time and space making this fucking like tinfoil, like cardboard spaceship that they like painted themselves. And that's like awesome to me. They really do also kind of ball out on practical effects. Practical effects are definitely meant to be silly, goofy, get you a little like, LOL, that's so cheap. But it's so fucking awesome, and they're pretty abundant, I would say, for the most part. I don't want to say this without sounding fucking dumb, but, like, I don't think stuff's funny. Like, things that should be funny. Like, my brain is just broken and mush. So I'm to the point where, like, things that are intentionally funny are often not that funny to me. Like, if it's not like a fucking Giuseppe Andrews movie where, like, some fucking weird old person's, like, saying weird perverted shit, like, I'm not fucking laughing, but...
Hello? Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Why'd it take you so fucking long to pick up? You just had a colon operation? Oh, fuck. The pigs, Mom. Happy shitting.
With these, they actually are, like, the jokes really do land and are really funny. And then again, like I said, it is sci-fi. And I feel like something that naturally goes hand in hand with sci-fi is extremely ambitious stories that are really imaginative and creative and kind of naturally out of this world. That is something that they definitely do. So it's really awesome to see these unique stories I've never seen play out on a screen before. And especially coming from people who, they're really selling the story to me. And they don't add any extra fluff, which is something I really love too. About all of these, they run between like 30 to 40 minutes, all running less than an hour. And that's always the one thing I want to like scream from the rooftops, that I want every like small director to hear, which is your movie doesn't have to be a certain length of time. And I really appreciate that, because I'd rather watch a really fucking fun 45 minutes over a hour and a half long feature that has its moments, right? And a point I really want to drive home here is that these movies, yes, they're low budget, but they're not fucking low effort. They are anything but low effort. And that's what makes them awesome. And that's what makes a movie really, or I guess a set of films really special like this versus something that sucks. Which sounds really dumb and simple and way too plain of language to explain what I'm actually trying to convey. But if you know, you know. All in all, I think Box Creek Films is person, people, production company, director, whatever you want to fucking say, to be paying attention to. If you are familiar with the great Joe Meredith, who is also another outstanding sci-fi creator in the underground, they really remind me of Joe Meredith films, but Joe Meredith films are like the dark-sided version, and Box Creek Films are like the silly, goofy, like fun cousins. Needless to say, these films brought me a lot of joy, and I feel like something I already touched on that I want to kind of dive into more is that when we are in a world of, well, fetish porn and like torture films and like paranormal even, I feel like when you are doing something other than that, you're going to be, if you're not doing what everyone is doing, you're going to be a true standout to me and really set yourself apart. And that's what happened with Box Creek Films. I saw something unique and different that other people aren't doing right now, and that really excited me. And that's what made me take the plunge and be willing to check them out, and so on and so forth. And the same could be said for so many other small directors that I really love to support just because they are doing something different. I really do recommend these if this sounds like fun. If like a really like schlock factor ran up to 10 with like practical effects, goofy sets, silly jokes, and like out there like plots sounds like the vibe for you. And also, if you're just like a sucker for people having fun, like I explained, like with the passion absolutely bleeding through and being clear that they are low budget but not low effort, if that's like something you really fuck with, is like the DIY spirit of it all, I think you would have fun with these. When I sat down to make this video about Box Creek Films, I had the idea of like, there's so many other people I feel this way about, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this like into like a thing, some of a spotlight. Maybe I'll think of a cool name for it. Probably not, but expect like more videos like this from me, and also probably better constructed. I kind of just like, I'm gonna go fucking film video today, so keep on the lookout for that, because I do really want to bring attention to the people who are really wowing me in like the current up and coming state. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been me, Ellie, aka Looks from the Crypt, and please let me know if there's any other fucking like people from the underground that you don't think I know about that I should. Please, by all means, tell me all fucking everything about them. Give me their social security, their home address. Yeah.